Hello, my rubber hearts. Welcome back to today's mini episode where we tackle one of those questions that pops up again and again. Is silicone rubber really rubber? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. It stretches, it bends, it snaps back, it behaves like rubber. We even call it silicone rubber. But here's where the myth and the confusion come in. Silicone is not rubber in the traditional sense. Traditional rubbers like natural, SBR, NBR, and EPDM all have a backbone made of carbon-carbon chains. That is what makes them organic elastomers. Their properties depend on how those carbon chains move, tangle, and get cross-linked. Silicone, on the other hand, is completely different. Its backbone isn't carbon. It's silicone and oxygen atoms repeating in a chain. That's an inorganic backbone. And here's the fun bit. Silicone and oxygen are the same atoms that make up glass. So in a way, silicone elastomers are like flexible cousins of glass. That's why they inherit such outstanding heat resistance and weatherability. They don't harden in the cold like NR or crack under heat the way many carbon-based rubbers do. And because the backbone is inorganic, silicone also shrugs off ozone, UV, and outdoor exposures in ways traditional rubbers simply can't match. So, is silicone rubber? Technically, no. It's an elastomer, an elastic polymer, but it's not a part of the carbon based rubber family. Instead, it's its own category, a silicone elastomer. But in practice, we call it rubber because it behaves like rubber in the applications that matter: flexible seals, gasket tubing, and medical products. Think of it like this: rubber is more of a behavioral category than a strict family tree. If it stretches, snaps back, and can be molded into useful shapes, we tend to call it rubber, even if the chemistry is radically different. So the myth is busted. Silicone rubber isn't rubber in the traditional sense, but it's very much an elastomer. And that's why it gets to share the name. That's today's mini episode, my rubber hearts. Next time you pick up a silicone baking mold or a medical tube, hopefully you'll appreciate that you are holding an entirely different class of elastomer, one with roots closer to glass than to natural rubber.